So Rob's
gonna come in with those memorandum of understandings, remember we talked about, he and LaDonna came in and talked about.
oh.
I don't know when he'll be here. LaDonna and Mike are gonna come in, but Mike's running a little late, he has to trial it and touch this one. So, I don't know what we'll do now.
Well, I guess we'll recess. Hi, Julie.
Good morning.
Oh, yeah.
I would move the approve minutes of the August
Come in
first
with
meeting.
the corrections to that.
Second that.
Then move the second to adopt the minutes of August 1st. All in favor, say aye. Motion carried.
I got all hair down there.
No tax roll?
Used to come in with a hilltop on a spread, if they would. Okay, yeah. Hey, can you get good day? Yeah, and it's huge spray on it. And then on this grill over the top. Yeah, I'll get one. All right, thank you.
Were you want to talk to Commissioner Huey?
This is my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. We have a yeah, sit down.
Sure.
This house has been abandoned. And the abandonment has been lifted if we clean it up. It's over in Stafford. And the kids are doing that. And they got it all, I mean, it's not done, they got some more to do. We've hauled 6 loads of trash out of there, truckloads. I mean, big farm truckloads. And they're cleaning it up. And they finally got the people that owned it, their heirs. Well, he died, he got the heirs, and they're from where?
They're from all over. Washington, Wyoming, Minnesota, Norway.
Norway is one that we really had trouble with. But they've been through all of this problem, and what we're to now is to the deal of the taxes. You have to have the taxes before we can file this paper, and they're plumb out of money. And so, if we could waive them taxes that will come with Gene died, you know, the guy died, and just start over with 18. He's responsible for 18 taxes. And get going, it's a win-win situation. Because you'll make more money if they do that by keeping it a house instead of a vacant lot. The vacant lot next to it is $10 a year for taxes, and they make $160 on the house acres. But if we're
That's on the tax sale. I recognize that name. I think that's on the tax sale.
He's got multiple properties.
Oh, so this one might be different.
you know,
It's
if
just
he-
2 years
if
back?
he could pay the taxes as they come up here in January,
You know how many years back he is? How many years does he owe for the taxes?
like 11 years, didn't we say?
No, I think it's.
No,
I think it's
wait.
only 5. I think it's
Probably
2013.
Something. It's what, you know, it's back in this, we went through to get the deal lifted, they condemned this house for black mold. And I said, whoa, black mold is not poison, that's just high moisture. And so they went back and we went through the stuff, and I said, the bed bugs is a deal, and we've already done that. And we're disposing of the stuff that's in there totally, you know. And then we're gonna spray the house again when we're totally done with that. But they put all their money and work into this.
Can you identify, Mike, whether that would be one that was listed?
I believe it is.
You
But I'd
can't-
have to go double check my list.
Might be able to get it for that.
a dollar.
Tax sale.
You might be able to, it'll be coming up on tax sale if it's over 3 years. And you might be able to buy it for a dollar. I mean,
That's what I'm talking about, it's coming up for tax sale, and they're gonna demolish the house, it won't be worth nothing when you're done.
no, they won't demolish the
Who's gonna
house.
demolish it?
Won't demolish it.
Whoever buys it will do whatever they want with the house.
It was to be demolished.
No.
No.
Yes, it is. Excuse me, gentlemen, I got the proof. I talked to the attorney to keep from abolishing it.
What attorney?
They had it
Here's
down
the
to
key.
abolish it.
What attorney?
This is the county attorney right here.
This is a new country? Okay, it was Don McElroy.
Is that through the city? Is that through the city, Judy?
And then
I've never
when we,
Never heard of that person.
Yeah, it won't be demolished. It's,
Don
since they haven't paid the taxes,
But
it's the county's
the
property
city's
to
not gonna
sell.
demolish it, is it?
The county's not gonna demolish it, you know, and I don't think the city could if they wanted to unless we gave it to the city. So right now, it's gonna go on to the tax sale, so you show up at tax sale,
when Jeff said,
what do you think that's supposed to be, Mike?
January.
January.
January, buy it for $1 and sure.
January,
Yep.
Well,
It'll be
bid on it.
published.
There's no guarantee you're gonna get it for $1.
Yeah,
No.
but, yeah. But it's not gonna be demolished before the tax sale. It'll be sold as is.
okay, well, they're cleaning up on it. And, they've got all that done. And they've got the people's names to sell it. I mean, they got everything, it's just the back taxes what's holding us up now.
Yeah.
And you're gonna lose the back taxes anyway, whether it goes for tax sale or not.
You're right.
Yeah.
And so what I'm saying, just do away with it, let him go, you can't transfer, and that's the taxes paid up.
They have taxes,
So you guys have the power to fund the taxes, back taxes, and let him go ahead and pick it up. They've saved their money, and they can pay for picking it up. It's about $300 to file all these papers, and they've been through a lot to get the papers.
Yeah.
So why wait for a tax sale? Because you're gonna wind up zero anyway.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna wind up with a win-win situation.
Well-
if we just expunge the back taxes and go on with life.
I don't know if we can legally do that.
I assume there's an estate of some type.
To what?
They were saying that
You're talking about all these heirs. So someone needs to have filed
I
an estate.
can't hear very good. I got double hair.
Okay. You say there are heirs.
Yes,
Okay. So somebody died.
yes.
So there needs to be an estate. There may be assets that could pay the taxes. Somebody, if they've not already done it, needs to open an estate for this person. And that's not county business.
Do you know if there's an estate?
I don't know. I mean, they
They didn't tell nothing. I mean,
all of
they,
his kids
I mean,
and his brothers.
No,
signed it
nobody's
all
gonna
over,
buy
so
a piece
I
of
don't know.
property that there's not good title to. And so unless there's an estate saying who the lawful heirs are and that they can sign title over.
That's what we've been doing. It's pretty much filing for a lost title. They signed it all over. We had to write up these affidavits and send one to each one of the.
Who's we?
I've had to do it. I've got all the
the heirs
paperwork
to
at home.
this deal.
There's gonna have to be an estate to say who the heirs are.
Yeah.
You don't just get to say who you think the heirs are. Plus you have to deal with creditors. Have you dealt with any of the creditors?
Jason, his kids dealt with all that.
It was Gene Dodge, and he left the land to all of these people.
Okay. That estate needs to be probated in some fashion.
I think what Mike's trying
And
to say
he
is,
went and he's got all the paperwork
Signed by a judge.
from every one of these people.
Signed by a judge.
file.
You got what?
You'd still have to file with them.
Better do that.
Yeah, you're a long ways away from where you think you're at.
I think what Mike's trying to say is if you guys, you know, if we do away with this property tax and you do your filing, you still might have creditors from something that Gene owes that none of his family knows about could come back on that property.
We've got
Because,
mortgage.
yeah,
Yeah.
but if you buy it at the tax sale, it's done deal. It's your property. There's nobody that can come back on you. Nobody that can, you know, is that right, Mike? I mean, it's yours, free and clear.
Unless there's
And you
any-
won't have anything coming.
Well, like an IRS lien or something like that, you have to do.
But the people that do the title or the abstract work,
We'll know.
That would be.
Because because we're gonna have all this properties coming up, we have to turn it over to an abstract company. They do all the research and find out, you know, notify everybody that's done, you know. And so when you get it, I mean, it'll be good.
Every bit of this property, I got another deal going on property.
Yeah.
I'm pretty mad about it. I need to talk to this man over here. He sounds pretty intelligent to me.
Yeah. In my opinion, I'm thinking you'd be better off buying it at the tax sale, just for the fact, I'm afraid that, I mean, you guys still got a long ways to go as far as, you know, if we did this, you'd still have to get a judge to sign off on it. I don't know if they can do any kind of title insurance to make sure. I mean, there's fees there. You know, you don't want to put a lot of money into this house and then 3 years or 2 years down the road, some creditor come up and say, well, Dean Job, you know, what was his name?
Dodge.
Dodge owed us this much money, and you guys are now responsible for it. And if you don't want to, we'll seize your house and stuff.
Can you talk to Jason Whiteman? Is he familiar with
Okay.
that?
You know, if a roofer put a new roof on it.
But if it's not
I mean,
going
there
to
could
be
be
torn
any,
down, it'll be sold as
any
is.
number of things.
And Mike can probably give you the exact date, you know, whenever we set the tax sale. We don't know the exact date yet, but it will be in January, hopefully.
Plan.
And the city's been supportive, you know, of them doing what they're doing. So, I mean, the city's not gonna tear it down or try to take it or anything like that, so.
But like you say, with the tax sale, you're gonna get it free and clear. And you'll have the title. Whereas if you're going out trying to find these heirs, and you say one lives in Norway,
Yeah, I mean, I already got all those.
Yeah.
I've already got all
but then
those.
you have to go and take all of that to,
If this property's on tax sale, there's no need to
Yeah,
jump through those hoops.
I had to go to Norway and get one signed.
Yeah. I'm just afraid something's gonna come up and bite you later on.
Unless you,
But if you buy the tax sale, it's done deal. You know, it'll be your property, nobody can come back on you.
yeah, free
You'll get it
title,
deeded to
clear,
you.
clear title.
Whoever buys it at the tax sale.
And the county will have paid for all the abstract work to make sure there's no creditors and stuff like that on it. Because we can't sell a piece of property
Right.
unless it's.
We have to have our abstract.
Yeah. I think that'd be your best bet.
Okay. Keep working it, cleaning it
Yeah.
up, huh? That's what's funnier than heck is they abandoned his house. The city did. And the county. It's through the health department and the county. We had to go see them to get it all.
That's
Yeah.
Get the attorney of the city and all this crap, get all that done. And now you're telling me there is no abandonment. That's what blows my mind.
abandonment.
Yeah, they.
I don't think there's anybody gonna tear it down.
Yeah.
I know we're not.
We're
And
not.
if the city's
The
not,
city's not, there's the mayor of the city, so.
The city at Stafford, they're gonna abolish this building. I'll tell you where it got started. We was in there cleaning it for Gene Dodge. Skeens, I just, my ex-wife's, whatever. Anyway, we was in there cleaning. I was just sitting in there going through paperwork, looking for legal papers and stuff. And they dropped the trunk in the middle of the room. I looked at it, didn't. And I said, why did they condemn this house? Because the trunk falling from this table height off one onto another didn't. And they said, it's condemned for bugs and mold. They're going to burn it and what all. So we had to go find that, condemn it, and take it to the county attorney. I mean, not county, East County. Took it to the city and got them. And he agreed. He said, we need more houses in this town. I said, well, it's a good house. Because, I mean, the flooring is good. It needs a roof put on it off. You know. But the bottom is good structure. And I said, why in the hell are they tearing down our house? It's got oak floors in it. I mean, it's good sturdy house. It just needs a roof. And I said, so we got checking all this out, you know, going through all the terms and stuff. And we come down to there ain't got no money. We've saved up enough money to follow his titles. And anyway.
5 years. And it is on the list.
It's been on the list 5 years.
No, 5 years are owed. 5 years
Right.
taxes.
Is that on North Main?
Kansas, 216 Kansas.
It's on the east side of the park. The city park.
It's like right in the middle of the block.
Okay, I recognize that house, but I couldn't quite picture where it was at. Okay.
So here you just hang on
Just tread water.
until January, and then it'll be competitive bidding. I understand that. And
Well, it's open to the public.
right,
Oh, absolutely.
right.
You can
The
get it.
more we clean up
You get it
on
for
it, the more
$10.
it's gonna look better. But it's good weather tonight.
Yeah, but that's
Just try to,
that's
don't
what
have
you
any
should
neighbors
do.
bidding against
And
you.
that way you'll have free clear title and no creditors, and you're a lot better off than what you're trying to do now.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we got down to the back taxes and I said, well, if
Saying
we
that-
can go,
There won't be.
I said, hell, I get expunged from taxes, it's got a good reason.
That's back taxes on it is $3,000.
But this man tells us is, we can't do that with real.
Right. No, we can't.
So,
And that's the reason for a tax sale. You know, and really, it's-
how early you have to have set for a tax sale?
3 years in the rear.
3 years?
By statute, it's 3 years of unpaid taxes, then it goes on the tax sale.
Well, thank
Okay.
you all.
You're welcome.
Won't take up any more of your
All
time.
right.
Thank you.
So, we have 14 items for this sealed bid.
Do you look at that list for, I just want to get it, I always want you guys to look it over. I'm not sure about the timeline you want to add. When you want to open the bids, I ran it, I think for 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
3.
Is that too long?
They use the weed eater and the pitch.
No.
They don't use them.
If you want to do that garage, well, we don't do our yard anymore. The snow blowers,
Last time we used that, we were That's the one we got off damaged the yard.
Tell me somebody else.
Well, we're not going there again.
Yeah,
Um,
that was kind of nuts.
But everything's moved up out here in the south lot and the gardening stuff, obviously it'll be kept in the garage, which we can run in and look at that.
So you wanna set this by,
Well, I'm not sure about my timeline, is it too long?
What?
I could get it in the paper on the 15th.
You're saying 3 weeks?
That's not too
I think
it says to be published
Oh,
3
you do?
weeks.
We can
Yes,
second.
second.
Okay,
That's not too long.
so then we can open the bids on September 5th.
You say you're gonna put it on the 15th?
Yeah.
So 1, 2,
And if we open bids on the 5th,
3, yeah.
I have the bids back to me by the 31st of August. That's a decent timeline, isn't it?
That's fine.
But everybody's gone through everything. Philip found the push mower that he added to it. We don't know if anything runs, everything sold as is. I've got that on everything.
Is there anything down at the impoundment lot that needs to be addressed?
He's brought up the stuff he can. There's that large trailer that he was talking about, but he's still working on the bin with that. Some old camper. I'm not sure about that old camper. I don't know the history of that. Maybe it should just be.
It's a barn junk,
And then,
Good junk, or just junk?
like trash junk.
Oh,
Ryan will have his spray rig, but we could put, if he can get that flatbed trailer, the bin worked out, we could put it on the same bid as Ryan's spray trailer.
I might do that one sooner, that'd be pretty valuable.
That's what we're
Not throw it
talking.
in.
This is all kind of just,
Yeah. Don't throw it in with that other stuff.
So if somebody wants to submit a bid, I mean, they just write it down on paper and turn
it
it into
explains
you.
it in there. Yeah, I'm gonna make up numbers and laminate them, and we're gonna affix them somehow to the stuff, so they know what item number 1 is. I mean, so there's no question. And then, yeah, that's part of the deal, they have to put the item number, their bid, their name, contact information. And I put cashier check, do that? Okay. So,
Just like the prices right.
yes,
I did $1.
yes. I mean, and you guys can reject it, you're all bids.
We have to open the door.
So,
And you might even have an audience.
you probably will,
Some people, some news.
but, I don't know. I hope it's-
On these items, they're fine.
I don't know.
Why would we find some bids?
If you think a weed ear's worth more than $1, you can decline that one. That's just an example. If somebody bids $5 on their John Deere snowblower,
And will this money then go into like the general?
well, Phillips trailer, he'll get that money. The fire department's trailer, they'll get that money. Anything else will just, is county general, it'll just go in general. And it won't make a whole lot,
what about the backhoe attachment, like the sheriff's department?
yeah,
Stone.
it'll go in general, but I'm not foreseeing it'll make a whole
I'll
lot.
say that. He's
So-
standing. The reason I said that is he's standing.
So is that backhoe attachment, if it doesn't work, you will come work on it? It's running
As
guaranteed?
is.
Sold as is.
As is. All I've heard is complaints ever since they moved it. The guys who moved it are complaining about it.
Saying it's heavy?
Well, no, it says when they picked it up, all the lines are bad, you know,
Yeah.
different lines and stuff, so every attachment arm went all this way and stuff, and he was trying to pick it up on the ground.
Trent got to do that.
I was nice enough and got rid of all the wasps.
Did you?
I look at that way.
So you have nothing down at the impoundment lot you wanna get rid of?
It's really nothing we can do.
That camper trailer?
That camp trail I want to, I mean, until we figure out what we're doing now. The Bible's a pretty good for. Who's your next person?
Um, Well, you,
Well, I mean, I gotta have her in case there's any questions on this thing. She can answer.
I thought you couldn't come up.
I've got a really person set up, I just have to give it a chance.
What?
I have someone that's gonna cover for about 5 minutes.
Oh. Yeah, you might be talking.
Can I have 5 minutes?
Executive session.
Well, before, since you bring it on, just have to get back to this now. Can I get a motion to approve this list?
I move we approve the list of items for sale by sealed bid.
I'll second that.
It's been moved second to approve the list for items for sealed bid. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carried.
So is the van, the sheriff's department's transport vehicle, and the Blazer was the, and will they be brought down here?
Right.
They're already out there.
Now, we're gonna put in the gold papers. St. John and
I did a bunch of talking the other day about trying to get old people at Maxville the other day, and
to no avail, right?
they were kind of, I said, well, in 5 years, they'll be complaining because you're having to drive St. John. I said, good, this is, it don't matter to me. We've already lost ours.
I really don't think that's it. There's a lot of apathy over there about.
You could put that on the county website.
I'll try to figure out how to do that. I'm not really good at doing that.
Or even their courthouse. You put that list on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure out how to put it on the Facebook page so they can have a link. Somebody has to help me with it.
So you have the total number of voters that actually voted in Maxville?
1,000.
That voted?
Oh, in Maxville?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you meant
That's an
countywide.
acronym.
1,149.
Countywide.
Yeah.
And that's 40%. So we're a little, our total population is about 29, 28.
Your
That's a
total
Republican.
registered voters.
Oh, that's real.
It's
Oh,
not
That's just
population.
Republicans. not-
Go ahead.
You'll see that Mon, these claims, these are the memorandum agreements we talked about.
Three counties.
With our surrounding counties for backup radio system type.
Well, it's Barton is first. If Barton's down, then it's Pontiac. If something happens in this area, then it goes to Russell.
We had Jumper County images, and so.
Within one.
But they require a signature. Decided, we thought it would be best to go through you guys instead of just my signature on these things.
Do we need a motion?
Do a motion to authorize me to sign the memorandum.
So they're all the same, it's just different counties. They're all read.
I make a motion that we allow Clay to sign the memorandum agreements with Russell County, Barton County, and Warner Police Department.
And motion's been made and second that authorizes the chairman to sign this memorandum of agreement between the three counties. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Today's date. You want today's date?
Yes, that's fine. What else here? Okay. And he's email me tomorrow.
You want copies of those? We do.
No?
We'll have copies.
I mean, I've got
downstairs.
copies
We'll have them
downstairs, I'll have the hard copies in the.
I didn't know if you needed to read them a little bit more than what you're putting in there.
So they all read the same, except the departments are different. The departments.
It's kind of a generic form.
Oh, yeah, do those.
Should be,
One-time deal.
should be one time.
Unless they, it's a state deal. So
The state national coordinating council, they can change their idea tomorrow, because they've changed, through this whole process, they've changed on the
Depends on
Yes,
who
I
comes in
just
on
one
the
that I looked
council.
at and I said, you're stupid, you know that, right? You don't tell us this way and then turn around and change everything on us.
You get someone new on the council, they might think it needs to be done a different way. And they have
Yeah, everybody was
or
doing so.
stroke, I guess, they can be changed.
Like
Like
down.
anything else.
What do you need to, your executive session for, Mike, is that for?
First,
uh,
attorney client.
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Thanks. You have anything else, Rob?
I make a motion that we take a 10-minute executive session for client attorney-client.
Second. Then moving saying we go into 10-minute executive session for attorney-client privileges. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carried.